Well, as promised, we are here to pie my face. Thank you, subscribers, for reaching that 500 number that we asked for. You guys have surpassed what we actually asked, and we're now close to that 1100 mark. So, as promised, Dahama and Demetrius get to pie my face.
If you need to put on deodorant within an hour if you get out of the shower, you did not take a long enough shower. If I broke both my hands, both my arms, would you wipe my ass?
Yes, that means I get to hold it.
Would you wipe my ass? Why did you say that?
Thanks for the answer, but I was actually asking you.
Oh,
I'm gonna start over.
No, just start the sentence over.
Can you cut that?
Just start the sentence over.
I don't want to sound dumb on camera.
Now you don't want to sound dumb. The fuck? You know how many episodes you've done? Now you don't want to. I'll be the reason why the Earth and the aliens get along.
It's gonna be a W episode, man. Y'all watch it fully through. Sit down, grab some popcorn, grab a healthy snack, and make sure you do 500 push-ups. If you don't, I'll be at your doorstep. So,
And comment down below. Interact with us.
yeah.
To the 4 people that do interact, we love you. Awesome people. Thank you for the comments. But we need more than that.
Mm-hmm.
We need more of you guys. Almost 3K of you guys watch our videos religiously. And we only have about 1,100 subscribers. Fix that. That's one. And if 50% of y'all just said, hey, in the comments, or love the content, something enthusiastic and what's that word? Supportive and motivational, it'll make this so much easier. You guys obviously watch the content. Just say something. We need to know that you guys like it. Besides the fact that y'all come back, we need to make sure that you guys like it. Tell us, at this point, tell us what you don't like, what you do like, what we can work on, any tips that you have for editing or anything. Just say something, please.
So there's a Reddit thread called Am I the Asshole? Basically, it's people go into the internet asking about their situation. Obviously, they feel validated in their situation, but someone in their life feels otherwise. So they're going to the internet to see if they're right or wrong, basically.
They're basically telling people their story and asking, was I tripping or not? Am I the asshole for doing this, or am I all right? We're gonna read a couple of them. We're gonna discuss, do we think the person was being an asshole, or they were faithful?
So the first one, am I the asshole for telling my wife I don't care about her dreams?
Damn, this has gotta.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. So my wife wants to be an influencer on TikTok and YouTube. She has been creating mommy content and content about her day-to-day life. When she told me this is something that she wanted to do, I didn't have a problem. I only said that I don't want our children, for male to female, in any of her content. I didn't monitor her channel because I didn't really think it was necessary. However, I did recently watch her channel because I thought it'd be cute to see what she does in her day-to-day life. I found out that our children's faces are in almost all of her content. I told her straight up she needs to remove all of her content, and she said that she knew I wouldn't agree, but she doesn't think this is a big deal. I don't like children content. I feel like a lot of the time when you see children make a profit, they become less of your kids and more like a product, and your interactions become more performative. And I can see the same thing has happened in her because she's posted a video of her getting our 2-year-old out of a tantrum and how she deals with it. But how is your first instinct to record and hold a camera whilst your baby is crying? She started crying, saying that she built this up and this is her dream and deleting her content will ruin it. And I said, I simply don't give a fuck. If you don't delete it, I will consider divorce. I know a lot of people have children on their social media, and I don't mind Instagram or Facebook posts, but to make videos that seem too intimate to share. She told her friends and have even hinted on her social media accounts that she has an over controlling and narcissistic husband that doesn't want her on social media. I am currently being ridiculed by her friends. I am being over controlling and narcissistic. Edit. Someone asked what kind of content. The content isn't really harmful, just her feeding them and playing with them. But the two types of videos I have a problem with is her recording our children's tantrums and our 2-year-old who still doesn't like clothes, walks around the house with just a diaper a lot. I don't like the videos of our daughter in diapers. Thoughts?
Recap: husband and wife. The wife wants to be a YouTuber, kind of like us. The husband said, she wants to do mom content, like how to get your kids up for school, and stuff like that. The husband said, I don't mind you being a YouTuber, just don't put our kids in, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. He said, okay, he hasn't been watching her videos. And randomly, he watches the videos and he sees that she's been putting them on there after he told her not to. And she started crying, like, but this is my YouTube account, and he said, I don't do it. I told you don't put them, you put them. He's saying, is he the asshole for telling her to take the videos down?
This is the husband, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think.
I don't think so either.
This is actually a part of what you said is actually part of what we talked about off camera, like with our friends and family that have asked, like, how big do we want to get? Like, I want to get big enough to where opportunities are coming, but I don't want to get big enough to where people know who I am whenever I go to the store.
Mm-hmm.
Her running to social media saying, my husband doesn't want me to do this, that's not their business. They come to your page to watch you give tips on how to make Halloween candy and ice cream, not hearing some drama about your husband. Like the fact that she went to YouTube or Instagram
and
was
Facebook.
like and Facebook was like, my husband doesn't do this, that's not their business. That should have been separate. Mm-hmm. So even if you were the asshole before that, you're definitely not now. She went above and beyond.
She elevated the situation.
Yeah. I was in the house and you took it on platforms and all that shit.
There is an asshole in the situation, but it's definitely not the husband. It's the wife, because she understood the situation, agreed to it, and then broke the promise that she made to her husband.
And you confront her, she tries to cry and be like, but this is how I'm making my content. The video we made before you started.
Should have picked something else.
He literally had one rule and she broke that rule. Just completely disregarded.
Oh, for sure.
He is not the asshole. Yeah. Okay, story number 2. Am I the asshole for being selfish about my birthday? Hi, I think there is a good chance I'm the asshole here, but I'm just so upset about this. I will be turning 19 this week. I leave to visit my dad in another state the day after my birthday and won't be back for a week. So this weekend was supposed to be when my family and I would celebrate my birthday. My cousin, 15 male, let's call him T, also had a birthday this week. My family was going to celebrate both together. My mom has really been stressed about making a family get-together work, trying to make it less stressful. I suggested to her that instead of trying to make it work on the weekend, that we instead go out as a family to dinner on my birthday. I told her I knew it was stressing her out and that I didn't need a big family thing. Just going to get dinner would be fine. I do actually want a family thing, but I recognize that I'm an adult and my birthday isn't as big as it was when I was a kid. She said that my brothers and my aunt, who is a teacher, would be tired from their first day of school. I know I should have thought of that. It just didn't occur to me at that time. When I told her, she began yelling that it's not about me and we always celebrate you and T's birthday together, except we don't. T and I haven't celebrated a birthday together since I was 10. I told her that, and she again said it's not all about me, and I've had a shit day. I lost it here, and this is where I may be the asshole. Over the last few days, my papa's been dying. He has maybe a week. I've been taking it pretty hard, so I yelled, and I'm having a shit day too, like you care. And then she left. Today she said we're going together to this weekend and going to figure out food with my cousins. We also talked about the fight, and I told her I feel like she doesn't care. She replied that telling me she doesn't care is a joke. I said I would appreciate if she didn't call my feelings a joke, just because I'm allowed to form emotions about the way she acts. I asked my cousins, and they said that they had already decided on the food without me, meaning I would get zero input. I told her cousins to decide without me. She replied, "You don't get to be hard. You don't get to be hard to get along with and then be mad that we don't want your opinion." I get it. My mom and I have a rocky relationship, and maybe it's selfish. I just wanted to celebrate my birthday this year because last year my mom left me at home alone for my brother's pep rally and then got mad when I asked if she could pick up some food since we didn't go out to eat. So am I the asshole? Edit. My papa is grandpa, not my dad. He's also my dad's dad, and my parents are divorced. So mom's side of the family has no contact with him. That's why they're still planning celebrations. I'm the only one in this particular conflict that's grieving right now.
Yeah.
So essentially, his birthday is very close to his baby
It has to
cousin.
be like teenager. Because at first I thought it was
He's
a grown-
19.
Yeah, at first I thought it was a grown ass.
Yeah.
He said still in school, pep rally.
Mhm. So essentially, he wants to celebrate his birthday, but his family wants to do something totally different to celebrate him and his cousin's birthday together. He's dealing with his grandpa didn't die yet, but he's dying, so he's grieving. And he's the only one in his particular circle at the moment that's grieving because it's his dad's dad, and this is his mom's side of the family that he's referring to.
So he was asking if he's an asshole for wanting to celebrate by himself.
Essentially, he doesn't necessarily want to celebrate by himself. He still wants to do a family
No, I mean,
thing.
like,
Just
he wants a
in
celebration for him.
Yeah. hmm
I don't think he's an asshole, but I do think he's using his grandpa's death thing as a crutch.
hmm
I mean, not a crutch, as a reason to want it. Oh, my granddad is dying, so I deserve a celebration. That shouldn't tie together.
Yeah.
It should be my granddad's dying. Okay, I'm the only one grieving, and then my birthday's separate. They should not. Unless y'all think that. I don't feel like you should be.
I agree.
I don't think you should be like, hey. D tells me, yeah, we can't go somewhere this weekend. My grandma's dying. You're gonna be like, okay. So you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry that she's dying, but what does that have to do with the fact that you're not going this weekend? That's the same shit. Like,
Yeah.
the only part that I agree was like he said, the mom said, you guys always do it. And if he's 19 and he was like, we haven't done it since I was 10, then I can get like, okay, it's not like that.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's a 4-year age gap between the cousins. So
19, the other guy, or the other cousin, 15.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even. I don't think he's an asshole. I just don't think he should be using his granddad's death or his granddad dying as like, oh, I deserve to get it because my granddad's dying.
Yeah.
That's not cool. I don't think he's an asshole.
You're not an asshole, but you need to rethink your priorities.
Agreed. I also think his family could be a little bit more sensitive since they.
Sensitive, yes,
Yeah.
but not towards his birthday.
Yeah, not towards the birthday, but towards the grandpa dying for sure.
And we could always celebrate your birthday another day.
Yeah. Fact.
Just relax.
Okay, next story. So I, 27 female, am getting married to my fiance, 27 male, in a little under 3 weeks. Everything has been going amazing with the planning, and I'm ecstatic for the day. My best friend Cassie, who I've been friends with since we were 10 years old, is my maid of honor. She is truly one of the sweetest people I've ever met and has stuck with me through everything. She's been the biggest help in planning this whole ordeal, and I wouldn't trade her for the world. However, I've never been the biggest fan of her girlfriend, Sophie. I always show her respect and try to include her in things, but she's a huge introvert, and sometimes it can come off as disrespect in return, Cassie's own words. But they've always seemed happy together, so I hope she warms up to me a little bit in time. They've only been together for a little over a year and a half. Several days ago, Sophie approached me, asking me if I'd be okay if she proposed during the reception. She claimed it would be a great way for Cassie and I to bond more, having our weddings linked and all of that. Not that we need any more time to bond, she's already my other half. I love Cassie to death, but I'd never allow that for anyone. Me neither. I shut the idea down immediately, and Sophie got pissed with me and left. She said something along the lines of, I don't need your permission anyway, and walked out the door. This made me fearful that she'd attempt it anyway, so I went to Cassie. Needless to say, Cassie was mad. I never really get to see her angry, but she was livid. She apologized profusely and said she couldn't believe Sophie would ever think of doing something like that. And that was the end of our conversation. However, 2 days ago, I got another call from Sophie berating me for spoiling her plan to propose and was informed that Cassie would be attending the wedding by herself and is currently not speaking to her. I was concerned that wasn't the entire story, so I called Cassie. She was a mess. She said that she's staying with her parents right now and disinvited Sophie as her plus one because she was scared Sophie would have proposed anyway, given the chance, and she didn't want to ruin my wedding. I told her to come stay with me for a while instead, and she showed up several hours later, still a complete mess. She said that she and Sophie had a huge fight, and she was reconsidering whether or not she wanted to stay in this relationship. According to Cassie, these huge fights were a common occurrence. I feel awful for ruining her proposal and potentially ruining her relationship. Cassie has been picking herself up in front of me and continuing to be great with the last minute to-dos, but I've caught her crying while I'm not around. I love her and I don't want her to resent me for this. So I need to know, am I the asshole? And if so, is there anything I can do to fix this?
So the recap. We're getting married. I'm just gonna
Ashley.
keep it all out. Yeah. We're getting married. Ashley is her maid of honor.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley has a boyfriend.
Me.
Okay. This is staying.
Cut that out.
Yes, she does.
Ashley's getting married, so you come up to Brittany like, hey, I'm planning on proposing on your wedding night, which is crazy. Wow. Brittany, of course, she goes, no. It's not cool.
Yeah.
But something, okay, excuse me. Brittany, because Brittany got a vibe from that you're going to ask anyway, she goes and tells Ashley, like, hey, yo, Demetrius is trying to propose to you on my wedding night. Ashley gets mad because she's like, that's crazy. Demetrius should not do that. That causes a fight between you two. So the main character is asking, is she the asshole because she feels like she broke y'all up. Now y'all are fighting like crazy. Y'all don't talk. Ashley's coming to the wedding by herself. You're not even invited no more.
I would be the asshole, straight like that.
At first, when you said Ashley was mad, or in the scenario Ashley was mad, I thought you were gonna say Ashley was mad because you told her about the proposal. That's what I thought.
Well, okay, so in this scenario, Ashley's mad at Demetrius because...
No, I get that, but when you were reading it, I thought you were gonna say
Gotcha.
Ashley's mad because you told her about the proposal. That's how you'll see it when you put it. I made a face. I was like, because in a way I would get it is like, depending on how you approach it, like, hey, I know, it's supposed to be special and all that. So it's like, hey, Demetrius is trying to propose to you at my wedding. It's like, it's crazy. But yeah, I don't think you're the asshole. What can you do to fix it? I would say,
all have a group discussion.
I was gonna say invite her and just check her pockets when she gets there. There better be no ring, no nothing. Like, she could still come. Just
but
don't
at
do
that
no grand
point,
gesture shit on my wedding.
At that point, I don't know if it's a way to fix it because the whole proposal surprise aspect is gone.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but still, yeah. So that's why she wouldn't do it. You still want to surprise us, so don't do it. You can't do it.
Oh yeah.
The only thing that I see that if they don't have a group talk late now, they'll fuck up later. If she ever does propose, or if Dee ever does propose to Ashley, you're all her best friends. You're gonna be the maid of honor, or at least in the wedding party at her wedding. So you'll have to be in contact with Dee again.
Yeah.
Because
all I know is if any of y'all show up to my wedding trying to propose, I'm showing up to yours pregnant and I'm dropping my baby at your wedding. Don't do that.
That's crazy.
You ready for it?
I don't know if there is a real way to fix it because
I don't think there
What were
is
you gonna
anything to fix.
I'm still buffing what you just said.
You don't think there's anything?
Simply stated, just don't do it. Because I'm going to one-up you.
You don't think there's anything to fix?
No.
She feels.
that
If anything
That
were to be
relationship.
fixed, it would be with my best friend. If I've known you since I was 10, like, that's
wrong between you and the best
exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's nothing to be
friend.
fixed.
But you would still feel bad.
Yes.
Like the person that Ashley thought she was wanted to be with, now they're not in good terms. The sole reason is not because of you, but you were the sole reason that took that.
So
made that first step.
with me and Ashley, I've seen Ashley in a situation where I wasn't the cause of it, but I was very stern on my opinions of the situation, and it didn't agree with her opinions of it. And I stood my ground. I'm gonna tell you what I think is right.
Yeah, this one, I will be the asshole. Because why are you you're proposing at the wedding, right?
Yeah, we agree that you are the asshole. But we're saying, like, from the main character, the one who wrote it, the one who wrote it is not the asshole.
Oh, for them?
Yeah.
Oh.
But there is an asshole in it, but the one who wrote it is not the asshole.
Yeah.
The bride, she's not the asshole.
Like, why are you proposing to someone that your girlfriend's best friend wedding? Come on now.
If anything, actually, I have a question.
What's up?
This is more so for Britt.
Okay.
You know how, like, at weddings, girls do the thing where, like, they throw the thing, and that's supposed to be, if you catch it, you're the next person to be married. I get what you're gonna say, like, oh, just because you caught it doesn't mean you gotta propose at my wedding. That would be kind of fire, though. Like,
You just
let's say,
let me just go ahead and do it.
like, let's say Ashley caught it and be in that moment in the sperm, like, he didn't play in the sperm moment. He's like, shit, let me go ahead. That would be kind of like, that's not even like trying to take your thunder. I get the whole point. It's still your wedding, our wedding night, but it's like, that's one of those things where it's like, oh, that's perfect. Actually, everything is lined up.
I've actually seen that done before, but that's done with the permission of the bride and the groom beforehand, already planned out. If anyone does that at my wedding, I'm sending you a bill, an invoice for half the payment. Don't try it. Yep.
Alright, so I have an Am I the Asshole for y'all. This one is, okay. Me and Britt, you're in the story for the sake of, let's see.
Yeah.
So we're dating. We just started dating, like 2 months in. In this storyline, I started a squabble. We've been blue already.
Yep.
So I'm not famous, but, like, I'm well known out there, right? We start dating, start posting her on my social media. She's posting me and all that, the beginning stages. And then some sex stuff comes out on her, like some leaked photos of her come out. My manager tells me, hey, go ahead and try to get her to come out with, like, a public statement. I'm like, oh, I was hacked, I was this, I'm ashamed, I'm sorry, da da da. She is upset that it got leaked, but obviously she's like, I don't want to lie. Like, the person I sent it to was meant to get it, but I don't want to lie and say, like, I'm ashamed. Like, I still love my body, I still love this. And I'm sitting here and I'm trying to push her to, like you need to go on this. You can even use my channel, go on and say, I'm sorry, so everybody knows you're sorry, to save my image, because everybody knows we're together. She doesn't want to. I keep pushing it to the point where I'm like, if you don't do it, we're gonna break up. Am I the asshole?
That's a spicy one.
So, like, Squabble, in this story, once again, we have Squabble's blown up past this. I'm not Kai's that level, but I'm like, you should know podcast stuff. So people know who I am. We're dating, we just started dating. I started posting her, she started posting me. Some of her nudes get leaked because she sent it to the wrong person, they exposed her or whatever. My manager tells me, hey, you need to get ahead of this, make her, or heavily suggest that she goes on your page and apologizes to everybody. She's like, I don't want to apologize because I'm not sorry that I did it. I still love my body, but I don't want to lie. And I'm like, yeah, you need to do it. And if you don't do it, we're going to break up. I'm not an asshole because I'm trying to save my image instead of, well, I'm not going to put words in.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
I don't, even though the scenario is honestly mine, I put myself, I don't think I'm the asshole because when I hear this all the time, and no, that's why I made this very specific. I'm not casting that level, but I am known. Once you get around a certain level of fame, you do have to watch what you do, what you say.
Yeah.
So like if I'm tied to that, and it could mess up a deal I have with Twitch and all this other stuff. Like, that's money that's I'm gonna miss out on. The only thing I'm like, it's kind of assholeish is now when you also get in a relationship, you also have to look after the other person's feelings.
Yep.
So like, even though I'm like, damn, I'm gonna miss out on the X amount of $100,000 deal with Twitch, I'm dating her, so I gotta be like, damn, how do you feel about it?
Mm-hmm.
So like, that's the only problem. Like, that's kind of assholeish, but overall, I'm like, no, because that's a lot of money. Like, if you mess up your self-image, it's a lot to bounce back from. Versus, if not saying it's okay, but girls get leaked all the time.
Yep.
2 months from now, nobody's gonna remember what the hell it was about. The stuff happens in the news and social media so fast, nobody's gonna care. You was to remember because it happened to you. But at the same time, it's like,
I would say in the beginning, you're not the asshole for coming to her and asking her about it, but to then proceed to push it on her, then yes, you would be the asshole. Because the same way you're trying to protect your image, you're essentially forcing her to degrade her image, and that's not fair.
Well, I guess I'm looking at it from a YouTuber's perspective. Like, at least I try to. First thing when you see that, you obviously think of your image. And you're gonna think of how many money, 2 subscribers, viewership, sponsors, all of that. You would have to take, I would take a break from YouTube and take a break from social media in general. You know, I would ask her to, hey, put out like a apology, stuff like that, you know, but not also kind of like you said, degrading yourself. You feel me? So just dude, that's a tough one. But are you an asshole? The second part that you said. Yes.
I am. I mean, he is. Why?
Yes.
Because he's pushing it? Like, he's basically putting her, like, yo, you do this or we break up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, why would you?
It's like an ultimatum, yeah. It's an ultimatum for something that happened in the past. Instead of going against her.
It happened in the present. I mean, she sent the thing in the past.
Yeah.
It's present. The only question I have, and I'm not trying to change our mind, because you both said I am, and I say I'm not, I just could do it better, is if I do the other route and I'm like, yeah, I got your back, you don't want to do it, we're gonna stick through this. Who the hell is gonna pay for this lifestyle when I lose that contract, those brand deals? I mean, granted, I hardly see the wheels turning behind you. You can change your lifestyle. You can cut back. But once you get used to a certain lifestyle, you can only cut back so much before you're like, because what if I bought this house with it and then the bills still come?
Yeah.
We can change this and cut this back, but the bills don't change. This is already locked in. So it's like this. Let's say it was $3,000 and I was using that to pay that.
So that also goes into you are who you hang around. I mean, if you have a deal with someone who's going to hold that against somebody for something that they did, let's say 6 years ago,
it's not holding it. It's just some people wouldn't want, especially when like how quick people can snip a little part of a YouTube video and take off with it, and now it's a big thing. When it's big, those companies don't want to risk bad publicity.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they know, everybody knows in 2 months or in a month, nobody's gonna do it for life. But right now, it's hot. Mm-hmm. So they don't want to be negatively tied to that hot topic. Yeah. They might circle back in a month and be like, okay, let's do it again. We'll cut it 80% or 20%, and you get to 80 off the top. But in the moment while it's hot, we don't know how long it's gonna be hot. All we know is that it's hot right now and it's bad, and we don't want to be tied to it. That's just anybody. If any of our friends, we're not even on that level yet, but if any of our friends go out there in a store and go do something bad, we probably fall back and be like, yo, like, I messed with you. That was a one isolated incident, but if you get arrested, I don't want to go down with you. Yeah. That's basically, I don't want to go down with you.
That's fair.
So that's why I was trying to say, like, I don't think I should push it, but I do see why it was pushed, because it's like, I got a lot riding on this. People quit their people quit their jobs to solely be this YouTuber.
So what's more important, your YouTube career or your relationship with your
That's what I'm
girl?
saying. If it's my livelihood, if I quit my job to solely do this and this is all I've got.
I mean, there's thousands of jobs out there. There's only one girl.
Why did you put it like that?
Yeah, you was about to mess up.
I gotta put it.
Yeah.
There's millions.
There's only one me.
I know, but there's millions of girls. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying it's better or worse than nothing. I'm saying this, from what you just said, there's thousands of jobs for one girl. There's thousands of jobs, but there's millions of girls. That's all I'm saying.
And what does that saying mean?
That's all
Explain
I'm saying.
the meaning.
That's all I'm saying. What's yours?
Explain the meaning.
What's your story? We're not in this situation.
Yeah, but the way you said it, you put us in it. Explain the meaning.
It's okay.
No, I want to hear
It's
this.
okay.
It's only my third day out here. I don't even
What's
know.
your story? So you said he is the asshole.
Yes, you are the asshole.
You said
You should have never just said that.
you said I am the asshole.
I mean, until you put from my position, there is a millions of girls out there.
But when you're in a relationship where you're about to get married, there's one.
No. 2 months in. That's why I said that. You're 2 months into the relationship. We're not literally where we are right now. We're 2 months into.
Wait, what?
I said that in the beginning.
I like that scenario though.
Yeah, but still.
Dang, now that you think about it, you're all victim of the situation. That's what I put it. Both of y'all victim of the situation.
The one thing that I hate that they all, especially when it comes to social media, they're like, we're gonna get ahead of this. We're gonna stop this. Unless you are on like president level.
Yeah.
Once something gets out there, there's no stopping. People are gonna retweet, remix, save it to their phone.
And it seems like the more you try to stop it, the more it spreads like wildfire.
Yeah, that's probably one of the worst things you do. It's like try to, unless you're gonna do a public, sorry, it's out there, fuck it, it's out there. This is what I'm apologizing for. But trying to stop it and cut the sources and all that, there's so many. You probably got like 2.2 seconds, 2.2 minutes to cut it out. Other than that, it's retweeted 500 times. Now it started off on Twitter. Now it's on Instagram, on Warstar, and Jordan Followers official.
Don't let it get to TikTok.
Yeah. TikTok is over. Repost.
Not the remix.
Remix is crazy. I don't know.
Okay. The next story. My family does a gift exchange drawing every year for Christmas. We all reach into a bowl and pull out a name on a slip of paper. That is the person for whom we are buying a gift for the big Christmas get together. I honestly hate this ritual as it is a bundle of stress to find something for someone you barely know, but we do it because the family always has. In 2019, I drew the 60-year-old husband of my great aunt. I knew he and my great aunt were very well off, and really neither of them I tongue twisted. I'm gonna start over.
Oh, just start the sentence over.
Can you cut that?
Just start the sentence.
I don't want to sound dumb on camera.
Nah, you don't want to sound dumb. The fuck? You know how many episodes we've done? Nah, you don't want to. I'll be the reason why the Earth and the aliens get along.
I'm not choosing space as a cop-out answer. I'm choosing space because I genuinely believe with my personality I would be the one to bring peace on Earth. My family does a gift exchange drawing each year for Christmas. We all reach into a bowl and pull out a name on a slip of paper. That is the person for whom we are buying a gift for the big Christmas get-together. I honestly hate this ritual as it is a bundle of stress to find something for someone you barely know. But we do it because the family always has. In 2019, I drew the 60-year-old husband of my great aunt. I knew he and my great aunt were very well off and really neither wanted nor needed anything. I knew also that the budget we had for gifts was only $50 max, and that was not going to get him anything within his or her taste level. Since he did a lot of driving for his work, I found him a rather expensive set of tools to keep in his car trunk should he need them. He opened them during the party, seemed appreciative, and thanked me. This past Christmas, I saw my gift was from my great aunt. When I opened it, I immediately recognized the tool set I had given him 3 years before. Even the tape I had put on part of a torn label was there. I paused, broke into a big smile, and excitedly exclaimed that this was incredible. When I bought her husband, this is as incredible as the set I bought her husband 3 years ago. I had wanted to get a set for myself as well, but the store had told me the set was discontinued and no longer available. I gushed that she must have gone through a lot of trouble to find one just like the one I gave him 3 years ago. And yes, I mentioned giving him the set 3 years ago many times. I then made a big show of running over, hugging her, and saying thank you. She and he just had odd smiles frozen on their faces. See, my great aunt has a reputation whispered behind her back of being incredibly cheap and regifting most of what she receives. All the relatives had just witnessed me make a big production out of this one instance. My mom later took me aside and chastised me for what I did, as my great aunt was visibly embarrassed and had left very soon after the gift exchange. I just looked at her and innocently asked what I did was wrong by thanking her for a gift I really wanted. So was I out of line?
That's
Ready
crazy.
for the recap?
Yes.
So to recap, we as a family, we all come together and we do like a secret Santa. Everybody pulls a name, and that's when you gotta buy your gift. Everybody has a $50 max, so anything, nothing above $50. Brittany decides to get my grandma something that's more than $50. My grandma's rich; she doesn't need anything, so Brittany gets her something that she feels like she'll use at least every once in a while. My grandma goes, "Oh yeah, thanks, that's awesome." 3 years later, still the same thing. My grandma now gets Brittany as her Secret Santa, and my grandma gives her the same gift Brittany got her 3 years ago. Like she's not even open, never touched. She literally just put a new sticker on it and said, "Here you go." Brittany makes it a big deal of, "Oh, thank you. This looks exactly like the one I gave you 3 years ago." Hugs her, makes it a big deal in front of everybody, and then her mom pulls her aside. Was like, "You're doing too much. That's uncalled for. That's not right." She's asking, "Was that uncalled for?" I say yes. Everybody sitting there, not everybody, most of the people sitting there know that shit was real. You making a big gesture about it is, to me, it was like, for what?
Yeah.
That's not necessarily. They're not asking if I was an ass. They're asking if I was out of line. Yes, you're out of line. Like, just, yeah, thank you. With the whole over and over. This is exactly from 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Especially because she was like, I wanted the same set, and they said it was discontinued. You literally just got what you wanted. Shut the hell up and move on.
So
and
one,
you decided to get him that expensive ass shit. It was supposed to be $50 limit. You went you went over the limit. That's all you.
One, I don't think they actually wanted it back. That was like an extra kick of sarcasm to.
No, I get that. I'm just saying, like, but you actually, no, she said she wanted it. She actually wanted to get one for herself, but the person said it was discontinued. So now you actually get it, literally get the thing that you wanted 3 years ago. And nobody told you. Everybody knows it's $50 limit. You decided to go spend $200. That's on you. That's on you.
Yo.
Hey, yo.
That's on you. Now the extra. Oh, thank you. This is exactly. Well, grandma knows she gave it to you, and even if half the family knew and the other family didn't, now you're going out of their way to embarrass grandma or try to embarrass grandma.
So maybe she won't do it again. I guess. I don't know.
No, I'm not saying if she doing it, but she asked if she's out of line. I think she is. Or she asked. What do you say?
Why? First of all, why would you give someone something when the clear rule was $50?
Well, it doesn't say that it was above the 50 limit.
She did.
It says that it was expensive, but it doesn't say outright that it was over the $50. It could have just been $50.
Go ahead, keep talking. I could have sworn. Oh, she even put her height. What the hell is that?
That's the next one.
I was about to say, where's the old one?
It just says rather expensive. That's it. Gives a $50.
Yeah, I feel like the way that she just casually brought up $50, but didn't want to emphasize it was expensive. It was definitely way over. Or else what's the point of bringing up that it was rather expensive? Out of line.
He said, I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nah,
Is she out of line?
I don't think so.
I honestly didn't think you would, because you would do this. I literally could see you doing all this.
Oh Lord.
Oh, thank you, Auntie. This looks exactly. Oh, look, the tape is exactly how I did it. Oh, look, this is 3 years ago. Wow.
I mean, my thing is, if you don't gift with intention, don't gift at all. Christmas
A lot of
is-
people. Oh, here's another reason. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Christmas is supposed to be a season of celebrating family, and that's what my family like really focuses on. So, you gonna give me a gift, put some thought into it. Otherwise, don't give me a gift at all.
She also pointed out that she doesn't really know them like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, you didn't gift him anything. Like, just because, oh, he drives a car, it's like, I want something for his car.
Yeah.
That's just like something, this could be cut out if you want to. You talked about with your mom and my mom a while ago, you said they get you pajamas, but you don't even like wearing pajamas.
Oh yeah, and I give them the Bath and Body. Oh yeah.
And they don't even like candles. Like, you gift it, but it's like, you don't know the person. You're just gifting.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw him drive a car one day, so I got him something for his car. That doesn't mean he wants it.
Yeah.
I saw him playing video games. Oh, okay. But you know what I'm trying to say. Like,
yeah.
it's
You
like,
know,
you didn't gift for intention either, because you barely know him. So
but in a situation like that, Secret Santa, you can have like a wish list per se. You don't have to tell. All right. Well, next story.
Wait.
Okay.
Dang, I forgot. It was gonna be some crazy joint too. Actually,
Okay, Philly. Crazy joint.
I've been saying joint for like the past 2 years now. Shout out Philly though. Also, to like depend on like who is it coming from. You know, like granted it is a Secret Santa. You know, that like the contradict on the topic is. Like I just feel like okay, when you find out who the gift is from, it's like, oh, he gave me a gift. Like I don't even want to take it because it's from him. You know, you have a certain animosity, whatever. You know, that could play a factor.
Yeah.
Do you guys think this is now we're adding stuff?
Yep.
Do you think she's more upset at the fact that she got her stuff back, the exact same gift back, or the fact that this aunt and uncle are so well off and they went the cheap route instead of getting her something big because she did something?
I think it's the second situation.
I bet she wished they had went big.
Not necessarily that she wished they had gone big, but she did mention before the re-gifting that they're well off. Exactly.
But you don't put stuff like that in it for no reason.
Yeah.
So it's like, now, okay, with that, she's still out of line. But with that entailed, it's like, okay, now it's extra salt on the wound. It's like, not only are you guys, well, actually, is it fucked up? Because the only way to stay rich is you gotta cut corners somewhere. You don't stay rich buying 5 Bugattis every other year. You know what I mean? Granted, that's Christmas, like once a year.
Yeah.
It's a one-time thing. You had one person to buy for it versus. Actually, Secret Santa isn't that bad. Side note, like, if I only had to buy one present for one person in the family versus I have to get you something, your mom something, your grandma something, you know what I mean? Like, that's actually way cheap.
Yeah.
Now, $50 is a little crazy. It depends on what everybody's pocket is. But, like, instead of having to buy 8 gifts, you just buy one, and maybe exclude the kids. Like, the kids get their gifts. The kids like gifts. But all the adults, everybody gets one guaranteed gift. That's not bad. Yeah. Christmas Day. One of y'all gotta bring it up.
I'm surely is not doing it.
I'm definitely
I don't.
I guess you're not doing it. Go ahead.
I mean, they watched the
This is the
podcast.
last one.
Female coworker who repeatedly calls me out regarding my weight. I'm a female, 5'9", 115 pounds, and very thin. She's overweight. All the time, she makes comments about my weight.
She's very.
Oh, she's very overweight. Sorry.
Ugh.
All the time, she makes comments about my weight. She doesn't call me by my name. She calls me slim. And I even heard her say one time, "Go ask toothpick." And not funny. And she has said stuff like, "You need some meat on your bones, and you need to eat."
I hate
No, this is
people.
first.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I have only worked there 8 days.
Damn. 8 days, you already got
A bully.
You already got beat.
I have asked her very nicely to stop. Yesterday, I asked her to stop calling me slim again, and she basically said it's her mouth and she can say what she wants. Today, when she said morning Slim, I replied, morning Chucky.
Morning Chunky?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And she got upset and started crying. Everybody here at work, only 6 of us total, is saying I'm wrong and I should apologize because being called fat is different
Oh,
than
get out of
being called
here.
skinny, because being called skinny is a compliment.
No.
I said, as long as she calls me Slim, I will call her Chunky. And now I'm the bad person. Am I the asshole if I don't apologize? The owner / manager has completely ignored the situation, saying it's a high school issue and we should figure it out. We don't have HR. There are only 6 of us working here. It's a cupcake shop. We are all regular employees. I went to the owner before I called her Chunky and I asked him to talk to her because I felt she was harassing me. That's when he said we can handle it ourselves. That's why I called her Chunky. I told her to stop calling me Slim and I didn't like it and she continued to do so. She didn't stop doing it after I asked multiple times and I didn't know what to do besides what she was doing to me. She brought up my weight, so I brought up hers.
Hey, fam.
Is she the asshole?
She started it first. Okay.
What happened to being the bigger person?
The other girl is the big one.
That's hilarious. I love it.
Though. That is high school college.
Yeah,
Lucky
it is.
But like, bro, actually, nah. Just like, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were going.
No, because she started it, okay, and we're gonna nip this in the bud. Is either you stop calling me that, or we're gonna get the gloves and scrap. Like off the clock, of course.
But it's like if you have the right, everybody has the right to feel how they feel, but if you have the right to cry because I call you Chunky, and it's your mouth, you can say whatever you want. It's my mouth, I can call you Chunky.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
keep the same energy.
but I don't think she's that. But I do see if people are like, it is more of an insult when you're bigger than it is when you're skinny.
Yeah.
But she did it to make a point.
Mm-hmm.
Not to call. She didn't do it to call the girl fat. She did to make a point of, you want to make fun of you want to call me out my way, I'm going to call you out. If she had did it to literally say, to make fun of her weight, it would be different. But the fact that she's just doing eye for an eye, you call me Slim, I'll call you Chunky. No. She's not an because of that one reason of like, I'm just doing what you did to me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to, keeping the same energy.
Mm-hmm. Agree? 100% agree.
The other person's an asshole because she started it.
Yeah.
I do agree with the boss too. Like, I'm not about to get into
Yeah, this is high school.
Can't try to just comment. Well, you said it's a cupcake shop. Like, y'all niggas
Yeah.
beefing over. First of all, 8 days is crazy. How do you, in a week, you've already made an enemy.
Yeah.
It's your nemesis.
Honestly.
And then on day 9, you make her cry. Like, this is straight out of, this is a movie. Literally.
Yes.
Alright, I got a would you rather for y'all.
Okay.
Would y'all rather glow bright pink every time you find somebody attractive,
mm-hmm.
and then you are around them or you think of them, or glow bright red every time you are mad or annoyed?
Red.
I say red. The only reason
Lover boy.
why I don't say pink is because, like, let's say everybody in this world have that feature, right? Like, everybody glue pink when they're around people, and everybody glue red when they're upset.
Mm-hmm.
I could be around, like, just like what you said, you would kill me. I could be on the train, or we could be in the store and I'm walking past 3 ladies, but I'm thinking about you, so I glow pink. But because you see me around them, you immediately think it's because of that. Yeah. And there's no way I can say it, like, but I was thinking about you because you have no way into my head.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. But pink does look good because it takes out the extra communication of, like,
so it wouldn't have taken a year for you to notice.
For guys, instead of wondering does she feel me or not, if you get around her and she doesn't glow pink, if she doesn't glow pink,
dang, so yeah,
it's clear cut right there.
Yeah,
that was hurt though.
if everybody did, not just me. But red is more because it's also the same thing. Like instead of me having to say like, all right, well, hope you pick up on my dude. I'm gonna know this for you. I just go red and like, oh, D's upset, or Britt's upset, or Dimitri's upset. Let me walk away. Like you really see. So that's our risk.
Yeah.
People just know to leave you alone when you're red. When you're pink is like people can get the wrong idea. Like you run past Chunky in the street and you go pink because you're thinking about Slim, and now Chunky thinks you feel her.
Yeah.
But you really not.
We don't fat shame on the Squabble podcast.
Her ego. She's like, I saw that pink. You're like, I was thinking about somebody. Nah, when I walked by, nah.
That's
Tell her
gonna,
walk by again.
that is gonna work mostly on the dude side. When we go to the club, that is gonna work for show.
What you know about going to the club?
Tight. I've already been to the club. Shout out to the
Okay,
cuz.
cuz. Okay, cuz.
But you pick red.
Oh, definitely red. Oh, no, pink, I'm tweaking.
If I broke both my hands, both my arms, would you wipe my ass?
Yes, that means I get to hold it.
Would you wipe my ass for me? Why did you say
That's
that?
funny. Thanks, man. But I was actually asking.
Oh.
If I broke both my arms and Britt had to go on, really sure. Man, you just gonna have to sit here.
Hey,
You gonna, I'll wipe your ass.
man. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
That's fucking crazy.
That's a weird
Wiping ass when broken and cleanliness of sniffs and whatnot. What is the right amount of time for showers?
Until you're clean? What do you mean?
Like I meant like put a time limit on like.
It
Like if
depends
I get in
on
and
how
out in 2
dirty you
minutes
are.
and I consider myself clean, 2 minutes a good enough time.
If you took a shower that morning, sure. But if
So
you're
also add on if you took one prior to.
yeah. But if you're out in the field working, oh, that's it. That like you're a slave. Sorry. But if you're sorry, let me reword that. If you're coming home from a long day of work and you got 24 hours of sweat on your back, I'm gonna need you to stay in that shower for like
sweat is crazy.
a good 15, 20 minutes.
So we all work.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We all woke up. Let's say tomorrow. We wake up late, no time to bathe in the morning. We gotta get dressed and go.
Mhm.
We all have different levels of intensity with our work.
Mhm.
Then we come back. In your head, I know you don't time it, but in your head, how long is a 5-minute shower, 10-minute shower, something for you now? Because I know it's hard to think of like a time frame because nobody sits there and is like.
So that we're like,
I'll say 2 Facebook stories. You know the Facebook stories I listen
yeah,
to?
she listens to stories.
Yep.
But how long is the usual story?
I don't know, like 10 minutes.
So 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Not even just chilling in the shower.
Yeah.
There's no way you can for 20 minutes.
No, I mean you lather a couple times.
Oh, you do it over and over?
Yeah.
yeah.
So you what? You too?
Not 20 minutes, but
So you'll go here, rinse it off, and then go again
Yeah.
in the same spot?
no, I like to switch it up. You know, I may start from my legs, very zestily leather my legs up, and then go for my
Oh,
neck.
you start from bottom up. Interesting.
No, I don't. That's
He's
what I like
saying
to switch
switches
it up.
So every time, not every time. He doesn't always start with the same thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm just glad
Not
that
your part. Your part.
my
You're
part.
just glad what?
I'm glad that you say you wash your legs. I heard that some people don't wash their legs. They just wash their body and then let it trickle down. Blech.
Hmm. I'm not saying I do it. I'm just saying that's.
The way we grow.
I'm just saying I see why they do that. It doesn't make sense in terms of cleanliness, but they're thinking like the soap is running down, so the soap is. I see it, but I'm not doing it.
Okay, when you wash the
But-
dishes, you wash the dolphins.
Oh God, you do.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do. Where does the soap go?
the
The soap from the dishes goes somewhere.
It
She's
dissipates.
not there.
It dissipates. The soap, the actual suds are not there by the time it makes it to the ocean.
But the cleanliness that made it
It's
soap
dirty.
is still there.
It's dirty.
Depends on how hard you scrub. Well, for me, I go from routine, right?
Mhm.
All right, so boom.
You know, do the little towel stuff, lotion, deodorant.
Uh,
You forgot deodorant.
That's wild.
I mean, if you just got out the shower, it's not like a pertinent thing.
Okay.
Especially if you're not going nowhere. If you're not going nowhere, what are you putting on deodorant for?
To deodorize your body.
You just got out. What's wrong?
Love it.
If you need to put on deodorant within an hour if you get out of the shower, you did not take a long enough shower. You should not be, or you need to check your house's AC system. What the fuck is going on? Because what the fuck? Why do you need to, like, that's why I said it depends on if I'm going somewhere.
Right.
If I'm just chilling in the house, I don't remember putting on deodorant, oh fuck, I just took a shower, I'm not sweating. If I'm doing something sweating in this house, I'm either doing something outside or something I don't need to be doing. The AC's not. There's no way.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
That deodorant is a necessity and you're not going nowhere.
It's about you. Okay, you want to walk, and when you put your arms up, you don't smell. You want to smell your
just got out of the
deodorant.
shower, so you shouldn't smell anything.
So
It should just be, actually, it should be the soap you just used.
for me,
The
body
Dove
wash.
or the Irish or, whatever. Olay, whatever you use. It should be that soap.
For me, I smell both. Definitely towel. Look at myself with underwear on. What do you call it? I just forgot.
Why'd you emphasize that?
Because we ain't
Is
gonna
it
get
gay
into
if you look at
this guy. This guy.
Is it gay if you look at yourself? If you look at yourself with no underwear on? Is that why you emphasize with underwear on?
See. So, yeah.
It is? It's your body though.
Oh no! It's not gay. It's definitely
okay.
not gay. I like to like look at me and just be like, dang,
Yeah, that's
Demetrius,
your moment. That's you.
you
That's
look good. You feel me?
Mm.
With underwear on and without. You feel me? That's just me.
Do y'all put on lotion before or after the clothes? The reason why I ask is some people only put on for the sake, I guess, I don't know if they're rushing or not, but some people put on the clothes and then lotion the parts that are seen, so that part is not shown as ashy.
I'm glad you explained that because I was judging you hard.
But some people do it all because they don't want any of their body to be ashy. So, like if I were to wear this and I was going to work, if I were that person, I would lotion this part.
Yep.
Because when I sit down, you would see this.
Mhm.
And I would lotion this.
Mhm.
But this part might look like whatever because you're not going to see it.
Mhm.
Some people will lotion all of it, then part. Reason why I ask is if you put on, depending on the lotion, if you put it on and you're already, even though you dried yourself out, you're still wet. You put it on, it's hard as hell to put on your clothes.
You're moist.
Yeah.
That's why I said
Some
it.
people it's hard as hell to put on your clothes.
Yeah, I do that. Most of my clothes are clothes, Demetrius, dang, are like loose, like joggers. So I don't really have that problem.
I don't use lotion. So.
And usually after all of that, I put my cologne on, you know, regardless, because I like to smell good in general. Yeah.
What do you guys think the stuff reflects on? Is your most toxic?
Dang.
I'm petting.
Yeah. I generally do not know.
That was quick.
Isn't that the first step?
I didn't say anything about you comment. I said that was quick.
My toxic trait. Oh, so go ahead.
Mine would be I'm quick to cut ties on like the slightest thing.
Yep.
Not anything crazy where like, oh, you chew too loud, I'm cutting it out. Like, I know, not like that, but it's like, as soon as I'm starting feeling like, yeah, I didn't like your vibe. Friendships, all that good stuff. I was just, I don't know, man. I may not necessarily cut you off, but I'll definitely start following back. Like, we could have been like, the potential, like, oh yeah, we're gonna hang out here, yeah, I'll see you next Saturday. And then right before I leave, you do some questionable shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going. In my head. And I'll just leave you. You probably talk about it all week in the group chat. Yeah, I'm coming. Dang. I already know this is coming. For the guys at work, because y'all are gonna say, "Is this what he does to us?" This is. I thought of two people. One that sits next to me, and one that sits diagonally behind me. Are gonna be like, he said he does that to us all the time because we have like happy hours on Wednesdays. We're like, we'll go to like the bar and drink, and I'm like, all week I'm like, yeah, I'm going.
Y'all did that today?
No.
No.
The last one we went to, last one we had as a team, ended up not going, and it was similar to that. It was like, I'll go all day, and then like an hour before we're supposed to be, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going.
Mm-hmm.
And like because of what I decided, I could see because they watch, I could see, especially the one next to me, is gonna be like, this is what he does that, and it's not, I promise. But what's your?
Oh, definitely leaving people on red.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I suck at that.
Do you have the read receipts on, or?
I found out like, oh, I could turn them off and it still says delivered. That's a cheat code. So apparently, people are left on red. They've been left on red for the past 2 months now. So I just don't be knowing what to say. Like people would say hey to me, I just be like, what the hell do I respond to this? I just
Hello.
like how? Like that's so complicated to me. I don't know why, but like
It's
that's
deeper than hey. It depends on how they say hey.
Oh wow.
I agree with you. I don't know about 2 months, but I'm like, yeah. Sometimes it depends on the person, but especially if you haven't built a friendship yet.
Yeah.
You just randomly be hey. I start a conversation with them? Like, hey, how are you? And then what if I do that and they're like, yo, I didn't ask you all that. I ain't asked for all that. It's like, nah, I'm doing too much.
Yeah.
And I'll be damned. I feel you on that.
Yeah,
you don't understand?
I don't know how to respond to something.
I'm a people person, so I'm not gonna understand. You say hello, I say hello back.
No, I'm saying like I get that, but it's either it's gonna be really dry, it's gonna be hey, bye, what are you doing, or it's gonna be hey, and I start doing more of the conversation, and then it could turn into you fall back because you weren't asking for all that. But how I feel for that person, you reached out to me. I believe in sidekicks.
No.
Like Robin or
no,
like
not sidekicks, not Batman's little friend.
His little friend.
yo.
Say hello to my little friend.
But sidekicks like, you're about to meet the love of your life, and I see you wearing green. Like the people that tell you.
Oh, sidekicks.
Yeah.
Oh.
I believe there's coincidences, but sidekicks. No.
No, they just be talking.
One? If somebody paid for you to have one session, would you go? I can see you like saying, I don't want to pay my own money for somebody.
Yeah, why not?
$30 1 hour session for you. Would you go?
Sure, why not? But honestly, I feel like and people are gonna kill me in the comments for this, but psychics remind me of like the whole astrology situation, like zodiacs and things like that. Because if you read the things that come out about the astrology situation, like if you're a Gemini, this and this is gonna happen, and the same thing is kind of said for all of them, just in a different way. So if I read them today, I kind of relate to each one. It's kind of very vague. That's similar to psychic.
I feel like when it comes to the horoscope thing, it's like we're Gemini. So I'm gonna use a Gemini. In the newspaper, there's a horoscope for today that says this is the answer. There's what? Out of all the people in the world, there's probably 2 million of them are Gemini. Just throwing out right now. 70% of that shit you just said is gonna fit 2 million of them, or at least half of them, 50% of them. So it's like, it may not fit me, but I also feel like with the whole manifesting thing that we've been talking about off cam, like if I sit here and I read my horoscope and it says, you're gonna have a bad day, all I'm focused on is I'm gonna have a bad day. So then that makes me have a bad day, which probably wouldn't have been that shitty anyway, but I read that before I left for work, right? I'm gonna have a bad day. Then I go out here and somebody cuts me off. And because somebody cuts me off, now I'm having a bad day. So I speed. Now I get a ticket. So it's like I really put myself in a situation because I'm already thinking I'm gonna have a bad day. That's why people say like the first couple of thoughts you have in the morning and the first couple of last thoughts you have at night are really important. That drives like
I'm gonna transfer over to the next day.
yeah, it's gonna transfer. So like if you sit here and go, oh, today's gonna be bad. It is gonna be bad. Hey, not saying
That's why a lot of people start off their mornings with affirmations.
yeah,
And go to sleep with
and
it.
write on the mirrors and shit. So it's like so I do agree with what you're saying with the psychic, where it's like, oh, I see you getting married one day.
Okay.
Bitch, of course I'm married or whatever. It's like they have to say some like damning information. Oh my god, like tell me my middle name. You know what I mean? Like it's so uncommon. Or tell me what my favorite number is. Like even the number thing, you can finagle people.
Yeah.
You know, shit like that. But I don't know. The psychic thing, I think it's cool. I would go if somebody paid for me just to like
Experience
that tied into like the hypnotist thing. I would go just to see it and be a part of it, but I'm not gonna go there and hold on to everyone. Like, oh my god, you said one of these. It's like the fortune cookie thing we do. We read it to read it and like, oh that's cool. I'm like, oh that's awesome. When we read the good news, because I rarely see any bad shit in the fortune cookie. So it's always good to read good shit. But like, I'm not sitting here like, oh this is exactly what's gonna happen. I hope it does.
You should open one after this.
No, because you're letting some other person control your day. Like, granted, it could be a good day or it could, like, I'm only talking on a bad day. Like, why would you let someone else? You're letting someone else have control over you. That's your number. That's where you screw up. No.
How are y'all doing on the weight challenge we gave the toddlers 4 episodes ago? We had a different setup. I was on the beanbag, YouTube over there, and you were like, "He's actually the one who initiated." Speaking of, don't let nobody control you. He's the one who told the scholars we were going to do a weight challenge.
Yeah.
But I've been having gotten a couple Instagram DMs asking for updates.
Oh, word?
Like we said we were gonna update them. We haven't. So that's what's like. You don't have to give them numbers like, oh, I'm this much. Like, how do you feel like it's going? What have you done to change it?
I have 5 extra pounds to lose.
I've actually gained weight.
And that was your goal.
That's my goal. I may not look like it, but I have this little lump right here, and it's like so adorable. Yeah.
I love that for you. That's awesome.
I still look like a twig, but
No,
I can still lift over 500 pounds.
That's it. I'm gonna try it. The diet that Daddy proposed.
The raw veggies and straight fruit diet.
Yeah, we're gonna be vegans, raw vegans for 3 weeks.
That doesn't even sound that bad.
Yes, it sounds god awful.
I've tried it before.
Mm.
You gonna do it? Yeah.
But my progress, I've definitely slipped up, but I've been eating healthier this week. I've been eating salads for lunch. I don't snack at my office there. Usually I have like a fatty snack here, a soda from the vending machine from work over here. Now all I have is water. I throw some like cashews. Actually, I didn't still use them.
I was looking for those today. That's crazy. Yeah.
Cashews and those like Nutri-Grain or whatever bars, or even though that's still sugary, it's like better than eating a bag of chips. So like, and then for lunch I'll go get a salad. I do dress it up. I'm not gonna say I like to do straight there. I put chicken on there, bacon. But I'm getting there. You know, like it's slowly but surely.
Yeah, don't force yourself. Don't go straight into the deep end. Work your way towards things.
Okay, so my hot take, I don't think people truly appreciate the difference between million and billion. So to put it into perspective, if you were to go through 1 million seconds, that would only be about 11 days. If you were to go through 1 billion seconds, Your 1 billionth second of life will happen when you're 31.7 years old. That's insane. So yeah, that's my hot take. I want to be a billionaire. 31.7 years old, and that's in seconds.
You guys got it. Before you do, you guys got a game coming out, don't you? Who do y'all play?
Hey man, we play Carolina.
Let's side out.
But overall, like, Audra, how do you feel? How are you do?
I'm okay. What people need to stop doing is saying, "Oh, we got this, we got that" for the Falcons. Us Falcons fans, we haven't been this excited since. Shut up. Since that, basically, we haven't been this excited. Like, I want us to pump the brakes and slow down. I understand we got this stellar running back in the backfield of Bijan Robinson. I'm so excited to see him play just as y'all. But just, if he gets, 10 carries for 58 yards his first game, don't call him a bust, please. Let him ease into the season. Let him get the groove of being in the actual NFL and like taking hits from all pros, Super Bowl winners. Just let's just relax. And also too, we beating Carolina either way if he does that. By the way too, because shout out, we just come on now, we finna go crazy. But like at the same time, if we do lose, knock on invisible wood here. If we do lose, relax. It's not the end of the world. It's just week 1. It's just relax.
I have like a side hot take about that. People, it's like once you get into like a certain environment, mostly athletes and celebrities and like movie actors now, they forget that these motherfuckers are still human. Like especially like child actors that turn adult or get old enough to be an adult and they go drinking and do all this. The only difference in what they're doing, what you did at 21, not you, but the viewer, is their life is paparazzi and all that. So they're still drinking like you did when you were 20, underage, but it's in everybody's face over here versus you did it with your cousins and your best friend and nobody knew about it. And same thing with football players, like people like, this guy suck, he do this, they made it.
Yep.
There's a reason, and I've always been very humble about it, even though I've had different paths when it comes to sports. There's a reason why I'm on the couch watching you, and there's a reason why you're on the field playing. Nobody in any of these leagues suck. Do they have the drive and do they do all the other shit? Yeah, maybe, but nobody sucks. So, and they're also human. A rookie, I don't even know who you're talking about anyway.
Yep.
But if there's a rookie and they're going out their first real game and all that, and they bust, they're a rookie. This is their first real game. They might have killed it in college, but college and NFL are not on the same level. They're on the same level. They'll be different. So it's like for people to just people just bandwagon. People to like just, oh yeah, we can't wait for the Falcons, and then God forbid something happens, and if y'all lose and they don't play as well, oh they suck. This player did this. Is like he's a human. He's a rookie. This is his first real game. Give him. Everybody needs a little bit of time. Nobody wakes up and starts running. You gotta wake up. You gotta stretch. You gotta get your same thing with Fuller. The first game he may not do that well, and then the second game he might get a little bit better, run the plays a little bit more responsible. There's a reason why in basketball they said the most important year that basketball players' career is their second year. They look at what you do your second year because the first year is just a whole different thing. There's millions of people watching. The mindset is different. So it's like I just don't necessarily agree with everybody. Everybody loves you when you're doing great. When you're doing bad, it's like, I told you so. You ain't shit. She ain't shit. We're not these. So we gotta get out of that. These people still, if they weren't shit, they'd be sitting next to you, or they'll be in their own house watching the people that are shit. Everybody can mess up. We're all human. Okay.
Definitely.
Especially these quarterbacks. I've never seen quarterbacks get it worse in my opinion.
Yep.
Okay. Well, as promised, we are here to pie my face. Thank you, subscribers, for reaching that 500 number that we asked for. You guys have surpassed what we actually asked, and we're now close to that 1100 mark. So, as promised, Dahama and Demetrius, get to tie my face. Keep your minds open and your volumes turned up.
I love it.
I'm insane. Am I the asshole? Yes, you are the asshole. This imaginary high five. Don't leave me hanging.
Imagine it.
I got you.
It's imagine it.
3, 2, 1. Hey, welcome
How
back.
you say? How you? She's on.
Ooh, girl, how you not gonna answer?
I honestly forgot the topic.
For this weekend, for us to go away, as we were both off, which
Anywho, money. Right. Look at my day.
Yeah, I said they're only 2 months in. Just started posting each other on social
why
media.
you put us in this scenario?
To make it simple.
Yeah.
That made it
I
so
could've-
much more
I-
difficult.
No,
I have a female coworker who repeatedly calls me out regarding my weight. I'm a female, 59,
It's gonna be a
59
good one.
inches. Lord.
She weighs 59 inches, y'all.
No. I didn't say weight
I'm
59.
gonna say if you that bit. You're like 3, 2, 1. Hey, you gotta. You do it, bruh.
Hey, welcome back.